Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. Going to the public range today, it's gonna be noisy and loud. So kicking off the video here today from the office at the house. Today, just like the title and the thumbnail probably says, 35 Whelen drop test. We're gonna do it in real life out at the range, see what the actual drop is. Then I'm gonna do it on paper with the ballistics calculator, show you all the way out to 1,000 yards. I'm gonna mention it too. I call it 35 Whelen. You might call it Whelen. It's spelled like Whelen, and I live in America, so that's how I spell it. The bullets we're going to be slinging here today is some Remington core locked 200 grainers. You can see there. Why these? Because that's what I have the most of, and that's what my Bing Bang is sighted in with. Let me show you here my 35. This is my CVA Scout. You might be able to hear my kids in the background. This is my CVA Scout in 35 Whelen. It's a single shot, break open. These are absolutely fantastic Bing Bangs. I highly recommend them. Incredible triggers on these babies. 35, it comes with factory muzzle brake. Threaded barrel, you can put a shusher mabob on there. We're gonna do that in some videos soon. And on top, I have a very nice Leupold. This is the VX3 HD. It's got 4.5 zoomies out to 14 zoomies. There we go. Leupold VX3 HD. Super nice piece of glass. Let's go out to the range. What I'm going to do a couple 3-shot groups at 100 yards just to kind of verify our zero. See how good we can do. Then we're going to take it out to 200 yards. And we're going to look at the targets and say, hey, at the range, how much did it drop with the 100-yard sight in with the 200-yard shot? My guess, 200 grain, 35 Whelen, probably somewhere between 3 and 4 inches. All right, 100 yards now. Let's do 2 3-shot groups, see how we can do. I can do better than that. Oh yeah, so this stacking them in there at 100, so now we know where we're hitting at 100. Let's go out to 200. That one a little bit left, and it looks like down too, so that one doesn't count. Let's do another 3-shot group to the right. Alright, now let's go measure them up. Looks like the average drop is pretty enough data there across the board for us to believe it. Let's check out the targets. We'll look at them back at the house. Alright guys, so how'd we do? Check out the targets here. I did 2 different 3-shot groups. The first one here, not very good. Not very good. One there, one there, one there. At 100 yards, 4.81 inch group. That's not good, and we'll leave it at that. My second one though, it got quite a bit better, down to a 1.93 inch group at 100 yards, and I made the mention here that average hit is about 1 inch high. That matters because we're about to look at the 200 yards, so we kind of need to see where our average is so we can measure our drop at 200 yards. So that first one, hey, maybe I was having a bad day. We like those to be under 1 inch, but hey, that's in the acceptable range now. Now what happened at 200? That's the whole point of this video. What was the drop? Then after I show you this one, I'll show you the ballistics calculator all the way up to 1,000 with the drops and everything. So I did 2 different ones at 200. Let me kind of back up here a bit. So this first one right here, I had 2 very close to touching, But then I completely ruined it with the third shot. So I measured it 2 different ways. Let me get this light down a little bit. It's kind of making it hard to see, isn't it? I measured it 2 different ways. Our average, remember, from 100 yards, I was hitting about 1 inch high, so I measured it from 1 inch high down to where those 2 hits were. That is saying we had 4.39 inches of drop. And then if you say, well, you got to include that low one in the data, I marked the average about right here. That would make it a 5.79 inch drop. Then I did another 3-shot group. Much more better as far as being closer to each other than the first one. And this one, our average hit was about a 3.54 inch drop. So average here, 3.54. Average on the first one was 4.39. So average between the 4.39 and the 3.54. Well, we might as well just say at 200 yards, it dropped 4 inches. So that's the real world data. It's always good to have the real data instead of just what the ballistics calculator pops out. Even though normally those calculators are pretty spot on, but now let me show you the ballistics calculator and we'll see how close it was to a 4-inch drop that we saw actually out here at the range today. Check it out. So you can see the data there that I put in. Ballistics coefficient of that Remington Core-Lokt 200 grain is a 0.294. I got that straight from Remington's website. 200 grain bow lots. Initial velocity speed of 2675 feet per second. And zeroed in at 100 yards here, you can see on the chart. This calculator says the drop should be 4.7 inches at 200 yards. So, hey, it was in the ballpark of what we actually saw out there. Then at 300, it starts dropping more. About 1.5 feet, 17 inches. 400 goes down to 40 inches. 600, 131 inches. Then between 600 and 700, it goes subsonic. Then all the way out to 1,000, she's dropping fast at 633.55 inches. But hey, real quick video. Like I said, I'm working my way through all the cartridges that I can get my hands on doing this bow-light droppage test. I really enjoy it, have a hoot doing it. But hey, there's some 200 grain, 35 Whelen in the Remington Core-Lokts. Now I know, if I see a big old monster whitetail buck pop up at 200 yards, sighted in at 100, I'll hold 4 inches high. But hey, like I said, go check out the channel if 35 isn't your jam. We've done tons of these already and more coming soon. Appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned for a whole lot more videos. We have the best viewers on the interwebs. I really appreciate y'all. Comment down below what you want to see next time. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one.